Alright, so this is going to be what if Deku was in helluva Boss. So, how is this going to work? How will he be in helluva Boss and all that? So, this is going to be like what it says in the title. What if Deku was in helluva Boss? Now let me get into the story, and let me not bore you. So, ever since Izuku was young, he's always had these weird markings on his body. He's always had these tattoos that basically are this is not Senku or anything, but they're the exact same tattoos that Senku has from Jujutsu Kaisen. So Izuku doesn't understand what these tattoos mean, but he will in the future. And they are on his face, but he can hide them on his face. So he just wears makeup to hide them on his face. And this is when we cut all the way to the war arc, like the beginning of the war arc. So Izuku sees Bakugo get stabbed on the battlefield by Shigaraki. Deku looks at Shigaraki with the most menacing glare ever. The one in the comics, of course. He then takes Shigaraki, drops all the heroes on the ground, and then he thinks about something that might end up killing him, but also stopping Shigaraki. And then let the heroes take care of the rest of it. And this could also kill him. Izuku activates One For All, and he's already unlocked Float and Black Whip and Danger Sense and all that. So he takes these quirks, and he rushes all the way to the volcano. Like, all the way outside of the city. And some of the heroes are like, Izuku, what the fuck are you doing? Izuku says, I'm sorry! As he continues to go. And he says, I got this! And he takes them all the way to the volcano. And this is where Shigaraki says, hey, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Stop! You're gonna kill us both. What are you doing? As Deku activates 50% and smashes a giant hole in the rocks that hold the volcano intact. That hold the top of the volcano from exploding. He explodes the top, actually making it have lava come out. And this is where he says, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's hope you all forgive me. I'm sorry. As he then shoves Shigaraki inside the volcano. Because remember, this is Shigaraki at 70% of his power. This is Shigaraki 70% complete. So Deku, he knows he's pretty much somewhat incapable of really doing anything. He still has quirks and all, but he can't really stop him from doing this. Shigaraki's like, what the fuck? You're gonna kill us both. If you join me, I'll give you this quirk. And he basically gives Deku his original quirk. That's like his second quirk, and it's called Hellraiser. And Deku actually grows horns. And Shigaraki didn't actually know this was Deku's original quirk. But Izuku actually grew horns and had like a devil's tail. And basically Hellraiser is basically him in his devil form. He can have like a devil form and a human form basically. And Deku basically just shoves Shigaraki inside the volcano, and the quirk isn't fully activated yet, so Deku doesn't actually know this yet. Shigaraki gave him a quirk, so yeah. Deku and Shigaraki just go inside the volcano, and Deku's burning his body. Shigaraki tries to escape, but Deku just uses Black Whip to kill Shigaraki permanently. He basically melts Shigaraki's body down to the bone. There's nothing left of him, and Deku's just sitting in the lava. He says this in his head, I'm sorry. And he dies. The heroes are shocked. The villains are shocked. All Might is distressed. He's all, Izuku! And then they go to find his body, but they can't find it anywhere. His body was incinerated. There's nothing left of him except his mask and blood on the mask. All Might holds it in his hands, screaming in agony and pain, suffering, because he just lost a second successor. He lost his mentor, and he lost his student. Bakugo is crying. He says, "Damn it, Deku! Get the fuck up!" Todoroki feels sad for one of the most excruciating moments of his life. He's crying, he's screaming, he's in so much emotional pain that it's even worse when he got his scar. Uraraka never told him that she loved him. Ida was crying. All the heroes cried. The villains were just shocked. This kid literally killed their leader just so this world would be safe. That is a true hero. Some of the weaker villains would turn themselves in, and the other stronger villains would try to fight back and basically take down the heroes when they're in their sad state. And this is where all all the heroes that didn't really see what happened just continues to fight all the others stronger villains and basically take them down and basically cuff them and put muzzle on them because some of them have sharp teeth and all that. And Deku Gigantomachia, is that his name? Gigantomachia? The giant rock guy or whatever. He still would have killed Midnight and all that. And Midnight ended up going to heaven, even though she had a lustful side that was just messing around and stuff. But she still did go to heaven. Izuku, since he killed himself, he kind of just went to hell. He just went to hell. Also, this is also the has-been Hotel is also going to be in this, so the only reason I chose Helluva is because Deku is going to be an assassin. He's basically just going to kill demons that are not worthy of redemption at all. Rapists, serial killers, and all that. But if they just got fucked over, then Izuku's not gonna kill them. He's just gonna kill the ones that are really fucked up people. So we go to Inko's POV. She's crying and she's screaming at the heroes, and she says, "You bastards! You killed my baby!" And she's just crying. She lost it. She punched All Might in the face because he couldn't do anything. And she says, "This is your fucking fault, All Might. If you weren't so weak, my son would be alive." And they're just crying. When Hasashi heard about Izuku's death, he was shocked. He said, "What? He died protecting us? No. No, my son's not dead. I don't believe this. No, my son's not dead." And they would say, "We're sorry, Hasashi, but he's gone." Hasashi would fall to the ground saying, No, he's not dead. He's not dead. I know he's not dead. He can't be dead." And this is the 5 stages of grief. Denial, and other stuff. Is his father. Acceptance is his mother. Or Bakugo is acceptance. The heroes want revenge for their fallen comrade. Their one true hero. This is when, after the whole war arc ends, the heroes make a statue to commemorate Izuku's sacrifice on saving the world. Izuku Midoriya was a hero to all. He saved thousands of lives, and we lost so much. He came out from the dark and saved us all. We will miss Izuku Midoriya very much, but we wish him the best of luck in his next life, for he will be their savior. Bakugo basically just never got over it. He quit being a hero and just went to he's still a hero. He's doing it for Izuku now. He doesn't just want number one just to show that I'm the best, but he wants to show everyone that he's doing this for Izuku. We then cut to Izuku's POV. We see him in the Black Abyss, and then a light appears. This light is one of the archangels that explains to Izuku that he will not be going to heaven, but to hell. Yet he will be getting 5 wishes before he goes down there. No, he will get 2 wishes before he goes down there. Izuku says, okay. My first wish is I had a regeneration quirk. Wish granted. What's your second wish? I wish to have full control of my power, and also for my body to be able to handle the power. Your wish is granted. Have fun. Also, I will be taking the remaining fragments of the wonderful user's soul so that they won't bother you. And have fun with your powers, because you're gonna need them for what you're about to do. Also, you have a mission. What's my last mission? What's my mission? Your mission is to assassinate other demons that are not worthy of redemption, because there is someone in hell trying to redeem demons. The ones that are not worthy of redemption in your eyes will be punished by you personally. Also, a gift from God. Hold up, give me a second. So, this is what God's gift is for him. This blade. It's called Black Nova. God calls this sword the Black Nova sword. Also, back to this. And there we go. So, Izuku then says, tell God thank you. And when will my mission be done? When all the souls of hell have been redeemed. Okay. Also, you can go to the human world and kill other bad people and villains. You have God's permission, and we will personally tell all the cherubs of heaven that you are a mercenary of God, yet you are a demon. So, have fun. As Izuku would go to hell, and he would end up seeing, the first thing he sees is this giant, he's in Pentagram City, basically. He basically just sees Pentagram City first. And as he's walking through Pentagram City, he notices a couple things. He notices that these demons are either children, like the ones that he knows will be redeemed, are either children, or just teenagers that got fucked over. So, this is where Izuku's thinking, okay, I gotta find a place to sleep. As he has all his tattoos on, he has no shirt, he has no, shirt. He just has his tattoos and his horns out, and his skin is red. And he will also have a demon tail with, a sharp end to it. And he will also have, let's see. What else will he have? He will have demonic wings that can pop out of his back at any moment. That's kind of how he looks, but, or maybe not wings, but maybe like, no, he already has floats, so I don't really see the point in giving him like a wing quirk. So the abilities of a demon are also that. So abilities of a demon: fire immunity, fire control. Fireball. Well, fireball is a part of fire control. Then we have, fire manipulation. Then we have, for Izuku personally, he has lightning control, earth control, wind control, along with fire control. And each circle on his body represents an element, but that's for later. So, Izuku is basically just trying to figure out his powers while he's on the way to look for a hotel to sleep at, or get like a room or something. And he comes across the commercial where Charlie is, like, trying to promote her, like, hotel. And she explains to the audience that I'm trying to redeem demons so they can go to heaven. And then the whole song plays. Izuku kind of just enjoys the song. And it also does show where the Hazbin Hotel, where the Happy Hotel is. It's going to change to Hazbin, of course. But Izuku basically just kind of, how will I say this? He's kind of interested in Charlie in a way. He's attracted to her for some reason. He doesn't know why, but he knows that it's some sort of attraction. Also, there's a prophecy in hell about Izuku that he is called the Hellraiser. He who walks with horns of red and skin of boiling lava and a tail of sharp spikes will come down from earth to hell and will be called the Hellraiser, taking the souls of the innocent and misjudged to heaven, and the ones of pure greed and anger to hell where they belong, and bring death upon those who stand in his way, for he is the Hellraiser. And it shows a picture of this demon with horns and a tail that's floating above all of hell, with fire and lightning and earth coming out of, with fire, lightning, earth, and water coming all around, basically all around him. Also, he doesn't have water, but I'm just saying he does, but he doesn't have water. Actually, wouldn't it make sense to have water, so why not liquor? He can control liquor, fuck it. Liquor bending, woo! No, I'm joking, he doesn't have liquor bending. So he just has fire, earth, lightning, wind, and let's say poison. Yeah, let's say poison. And there's like a whole tapestry above the throne of hell behind the wall. It's like, hi, shit.
KFC or Popeyes?
Ah, shit.
KFC or Popeyes?
I'm trying to make a damn video, dude.
KFC or Popeyes?
Fuck. Sorry about that. That was my sister asking me if I wanted to have KFC or Popeyes, and I chose Popeyes because Popeyes is better. Sorry, black people, I'm sorry. But I chose Popeyes for a reason. Popeyes has the best chicken sandwiches in the world. Not trying to be racist or anything. Also, KFC is okay, but not my favorite. So back to the video. Also, that's just my opinion, but back to the video. So, there's like a giant, like, stone tapestry on the castle that explains that Izuku's arrival was meant to be after 10,000 years of Earth being around, and 10,000 years has passed. Well, since humans have been around, it's been 10,000 years. Basically, the tapestry started before Christ, and then after Christ, it was revealed. But the prophecy's been around since before Christ, in this story, of course. So, this tapestry explains the whole story behind Izuku's, well, arrival. Well, not really the whole story of Izuku's arrival, but it explains that he died in a volcano and came to hell because he sacrificed himself to save his whole world for his people and his friends. And he became the Hellraiser because he wants revenge on those who wronged him. Also, Shigaraki is in hell, but he doesn't have his powers. He only has his decay powers. Since the angels thought he would be too dangerous, so they just took his powers away. And only gave him his decay. Only gave him, like, a regeneration ability. And basically made his decay, like, much weaker. So Deku won't really have to deal with him, but he's a snake. He's basically a fucking snake. Shigaraki's a snake demon, so, yeah. So, back to this. Spoilers. Also, you might think, who's the snake demon? I wonder who it could be. It's not Sir Percy. It's not Sir Pentius or anything, so, yeah. So, Izuku basically ends up walking after the ad ends, and he ends up going to the hotel, and Charlie does not know about the prophecy. But the thing is, Alistair knows about the prophecy, and he's been looking for this person with the tattoos. He's been looking everywhere around the world, in hell, on Earth, and he's even asked Heaven if the prophecy's been wrong, because he's wondering if the person's going to come from Heaven, but they say no, he's from Earth. And Alistair's been looking all over the world. The only place he never looked was Japan. He never looked in Japan. That's the thing. He was not smart enough to think, okay, maybe he's not in Japan. He could be in Japan, or he's probably somewhere else. He looked everywhere, and he never found him. But today he will, in hell. And this is where Charlie's actually going to find about the prophecy and all that. So, this is where Izuku knocks on the door. He is greeted by Vaggie. And Vaggie is kind of blushing because he's shirtless and he has all these tattoos. But he explains that hey, I'm here for the redemption. I'm here for a room. Can I get a room? They say, yeah, sure, why not? They let it. Vaggie says sure. She lets him in, and Charlie greets him with the biggest smile ever. And Deku's like, oh my god, she's so adorable, what the fuck? She's even cuter than me. Izuku smiles back saying, thank you. And he does like this 1 billion gigawatt smile that just makes her like in her head, she's like, oh my god, he's just like me. I love him already. I love him already. And Izuku basically explains that he came from Earth and he sacrificed he basically explains his stories, and it's not really a sensitive subject to him at all. So he explains to them that he is from Earth. And he doesn't know why he looks like this exactly, but he explains to them that, yeah, basically he's from Earth. And his name is Izuku Midoriya. Now just Izuku, because he doesn't really have a last name anymore. He doesn't really care about his last name anymore since he's in hell. But he still keeps it when he's talking to people, but yeah. And he explains that his name is Izuku Midoriya, but you can just call me Izuku. I used to be a hero in training in Japan, of course in UA, and I also I have also been I've been wondering where I am, and I'm wondering. I already know where I am, of course, now. But can you tell me which level I'm on? She says, "Oh, you're at the top, the Pride Ring." She says, "Oh, cool. Um, is it possible that I can get a room here?" "Yeah, of course. Come on, follow me. Here's your key. It is at the very top." He says, "Okay." And Izuku gets to the top of the hotel, and he gets this luxurious room, like the best hotel room ever. Hold on. Let me look at our hotel room, like one of the best. Very nice hotel room pictures. Oh. Shit. Oh. Never mind. Fuck it, I don't care. Back to this, I guess. But he basically lives in this, like, gorgeous hotel room. Imagine the ones in, if you know, it's like the sandcastle down in, what is it called? I have a jacket that has it. It's down by Pismo Beach. It's Pismo Beach, basically. It looks like one of the Pismo Beach hotels, but like way nicer and much more spacious. So, Izuku basically lives at the very top, and Izuku basically has his own way of getting down. And, yeah. Izuku basically he has money and stuff because, he needs to go get money, but he has, like, a TV, a microwave, a little kitchen area. It's like one of their best rooms, since Izuku's their first and like one of their first. He's their second actually, but he's the first one to actually agree with Charlie's idea besides Vaggie. So she basically just gave him like the sweet spot. So Izuku basically then goes back down to Charlie. He's wearing a shirt, but it's a white shirt, and he's wearing some shorts, like some gyro shorts, and he says, "Okay, so is it possible I can get a job somewhere? I don't really want to work here, but I'll still help around the hotel." She says, "Oh, yeah, that's fine." So Izuku basically is like happy, and he says, "Thank you. Now I'm gonna go look for a job, and I'll be back." Now we skip an hour later, where Deku is basically looking through his phone, because he did actually have his phone with him. So he has his phone on him, and he's looking through like all the jobs that he can do, and he thinks about being a stripper, but then he's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that. I know I have a hot ass body and everything, but I don't want to do that." He then thinks about it. He then thinks about it more, and he says, I could become an assassin if there's a job like that." He looks up assassin jobs, and he sees this company called Imp. Now he goes through their whole thing about what they do and everything. He says, "This is perfect. Okay, yeah, this works." As he basically then clicks on their number, he calls them. The receptionist is Luna. She basically picks up the phone. She says, "Hello, what do you want? Are you a cut? Hello, sir. Would you like us to kill someone?" He says, "Oh no, I'm actually calling for the job interview." Luna would actually be a bit shocked, saying, "You're here for the job interview." okay, I'm gonna need you to have your name and a couple other things, but you're also gonna have to come down here tomorrow to confirm that you want this job. Izuku would say, okay, I could come down today. I just need to know where your location is. She says, oh, it's this ring. Izuku says, okay, this works. As he basically says, okay, I'll be there in about 35 minutes? Yeah? She says, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. He basically then goes to, he then basically is like, okay, I'm gonna have to GTA 5 this shit. As he basically sees like a really rich person's car, and it's not anyone like in particular, like the three V's or Alistair or Charlie or anyone. It's just some rich pimp asshole. And Izuku basically takes him out of his car, kills him, kills the driver, and then basically starts to drive. And he takes the money from the guy, and he takes the money from the pimp, kills basically his guards and everyone, takes their weapons and all that. He then basically takes the car all the way to the elevator, and he then basically takes the weapons with him, and he basically goes up to the imp building, which it is in the gluttony ring, or no, let's do no, not the wrath ring. Let's do the envy ring. Fuck it, let's do envy ring. So, or actually, you know what? It's gonna be in the pride ring. Actually, it's not gonna go to. It's just gonna be the pride ring. Fuck it, I don't even care. So it's in the pride ring. Fuck it. But it's on the other side of town, so he didn't need a car. So he basically then just starts driving all the way there. And this is Yuki's first time driving because he never actually drove in a car before. So he just basically is like not giving a shit if anyone's around. He just starts basically driving all the way around the city trying to look for this place. And he doesn't end up finding it. He then basically jumps out of the car. And it blows up into a gas tank. Just fucking blows up. And Deku just jumps out of the car and lands perfectly, and there's an explosion behind him and everything. Now Luna's outside waiting for this guy, and she says, "Oh shit, that was cool." And Deku basically says, "Oh, hello there. Are you the receptionist I was talking to earlier?" "I am. So come with me. I will have you talk to my boss for your job interview." Izuku says, "Okay." And he basically then goes with Luna and all that. Izuku talks. He then basically goes to Blizz's office and he hears something in the background. He's all, am I safe to go in there? I'm not sure if he's in a good mood right now. She says, it's just a meeting. It's fine. I don't give a shit. It's not like he's gonna care as long as he gets more people in his job. Also, the grimoire also does hold knowledge of Izuku's existence, but not what he looks like. There is the same design of tattoos and all that he has on him, but there's nothing about him personally. There's nothing that he likes in the book. There's nothing that he values in the book. There's nothing that he really cares about in the book. There's nothing really about him except information on his body type and what he somewhat looks like, but not his hair color or body color or anything. Just like a model of him. Just a model. So Izuku is basically he went in the office and he sees Blitz talking to Moxie and Millie, and then Blitz turns around and sees Izuku and he's like, "Oh, what the you scared the crap out of me. Who are you, and are you a client, or what are you here for?" Izuku says, "I'm actually here for a job interview. I heard I can kill people?" He gives Blitz this this goofy ass smile, like the funny goofy smile that Blitz would use, and he's all, "I like this guy. Come with me. Meeting's over." And the meeting is over and all that, and he says, "Okay, here at Imp, we kill we are the immediate murder professionals, and I would like to see your skills. Do you have any powers of any sort? I can control lightning, fire, water. I can control lightning, fire, wind, and earth. Along with, I can also use poison from my. I can also poison people with my tail. Ooh, that's useful. What else can you do? I'm a skilled hand-to-hand fighter. I have enhanced physical strength. And I can also do this, as he basically activates his black whip and turns it into a fist, and then turns it into an axe, basically. He then chops a table in half. Or he then chops like a wood block in half. That's like just randomly in there. He says, Moxie, I told you to fucking take that wood block out yesterday. Why did I tell you? He says, boss? It's gone. What? No, it's not. It's like the... Where'd it go? They just see Izuku's black whip absorbing it, and then crushing it, and then crushing it. And then he basically makes a bowl out of his black whip, and then burns it with his fire from his mouth. He's all... He then makes it look like he's holding a torch, and his eye on the Statue of Liberty. And they're like... Maki's like... Okay, that's kind of funny. Maki's like... That is cool as fuck, actually. You're hired. Actually, hold on. Do you know how to use guns? I have used guns in the past, but I'm not that great at them. But I can become better if you... I can train more in them if you want me to. You're hired, fuck it. You're too useful to let down. You're too useful to let go. I can't not let you go. Izuku says, thank you. They then take Izuku's resume, and Izuku is now a part of IMP. Now they say, okay, your job starts next Monday, since it is Friday, so you have the weekend off, and then you come in on Monday and all that. We'll do our job, and maybe come with ideas to promote our company. Izuku says, have you tried using a jingle? We did, actually. Izuku says, what about a billboard? And Blitz says, that's what I was thinking. But this dumbass over here is like, no, we cannot afford a billboard, sir. Well, if you can't afford a billboard, then why would you suggest it? Hold on. Alright, back to this. So, Izuku is going to basically just be a part of IMP now, and Izuku starts training in marksmanship over the past week by actually shooting bad guys in the head. And then, yeah, destroying their bodies. He's basically practicing on real targets, so he's not afraid to kill people anymore. He was afraid at first because he hasn't never really killed anyone except Shigaraki, and that was just to protect his friends and family and all that. But now he's actually doing it as a job, so he's actually just like hesitant sometimes to do it, and that's what he's trying to do over the weekend. But before any of that happened, we cut back to the hotel. Izuku just arrived there, and this is like right when Alistair pulled up. Like Izuku just went in, and then like 5 minutes later, Alistair pulls up, and he basically knocks on the door, and like Charlie goes to open it. Izuku's in the kitchen cooking, of course, and this is where Alistair comes in, because after a while, is Alistair, fuck it, it's a girl Alistair. I don't really care. Girl Alistair walks in, or Alistair, she walks in, and she sees Izuku with the markings, because he does feel better when he's shirtless, because it does kind of restrict his movement when he's in a shirt. So he doesn't really wear a shirt, but this is where she sees the markings on him, and she says, wait a minute. I've seen those before in the castle. Charlie, who is this? She would say, "This is our newest addition to the hotel. His name is Izuku Midoriya, and he will be joining the hotel, also helping us out if we do need it." She says, "Did your father ever tell you about the prophecy?" What prophecy? I never heard no wait. No, actually. She would say, "Oh dear. Oh, what's his name again? Izuku. Yes. Izuku." And Izuku looks at the woman and he says, "Yes, ma'am." She would be a bit flattered because he called her ma'am and not mistress or anything, but he says, "So," she says, "So, do you know of your destiny?" He says, "Kinda." She says, "Interesting. You know, hell has been looking for you for a long time." He says, "Why?" "Because you are our savior. And the thing is, Lucifer doesn't want you to be here. But I, on the other hand, think that you could save us in a way. So what can you do, my boy?" "Well, I'm recently about to go train in gunsmith. I'm about to go train with a gunsmith. And also buy guns, because I need to go buy guns as well. So for my job that I'm doing. I'm going to be trained to be a marksman. I am an expert at hand-to-hand combat. I know every martial arts on earth. And I have also made my own freestyle of martial arts that I call the Smashing Wind Fire Fist." She says, "Interesting. Why is it called that?" "Well, it's because I have the ability to control wind, fire, earth, and lightning. But earth and lightning are different. Since it's called the Lightning Earth Smashing Fist. And then there's the lightning fire smashing fist. Then there's the wind fire smashing fist, which I already told you about. And the lightning wind smashing fist. These battle styles that I made personally have helped me a lot throughout my life in the human world. And I also ended up getting myself killed because I wanted to protect my family and all the people I care about. And I ended up dying because of it. And Alistra's like, "Interesting. The prophecy is interesting. The prophecy was kind of wrong, but at the same time right. He did sacrifice himself, but not for the world, but for his family. Interesting." As Izuku says, "So, can I see this prophecy?" He says, "We'll have to tell Lord Lucifer, but you will have to do something to make yourself worthy of seeing him." "I got it. How about you take down the overlords?" This is where the others are like, "No, whoa, what? Why would he? Wait, can he? Is he really that strong?" Izuku says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. So you're talking about the VVV. Velvet. Oh my god, no. I understand that there is a reason for this, but why take down the overlords?" "Well, one reason is because they all control a certain aspect. One controls TV, one controls bars, and one controls the porn websites, one controls the TVs, and the other controls social media. So, by taking down all of them, you would be able to be in charge of all of them." "So you're saying if I were to take down all of them, I could be in charge of social media and all that?" He says, "Yes. But if you want to make a deal..." "No, I don't want to make a deal with you, but thank you for the offer. The reason being is because I've already had a couple wishes granted for me. And what are those wishes? Who granted them? Well, I did ask for a regeneration ability that allowed me to it's automatic regeneration, meaning I can stay up for months and still not be tired. I have infinite stamina, infinite strength, infinite regeneration abilities beyond anyone in this hole in the halls of hell. I can fly. I can make black tendrils come out of my body at anywhere on my body, of course. I have the ability to sense danger from miles away, even when it's a sniper pointed right at me from 20 miles. That's the limit, of course, because I've tried it. And I have also unlocked a new ability called Fa Jin. What's Fa Jin? You see, Fa Jin is actually a quirk, but the name comes from a fighting style, which I know, of course. Fa Jin is a really advanced fighting style. It's among others that I know. I know Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Fa Jin, of course. I am also somewhat of a monk, which I always have a calm mind. I'm also able to control fire, some of the elements. I am immune to fire and all my elements, of course. I am immune to wind, which would just be normal. I am immune to lightning and earth spike attacks as well. I am also really strong-willed, so I cannot be taken over by anything that involves mind control. She would say, very interesting. They never explained that in the prophecy. Well, the prophecies change over time. Some of them change for the better, and mine obviously did. So, now that this is all over, I'll think about taking out the leaders. Will I have to take them out in hand-to-hand combat, or will I have to take them out with brutal strength? Or maybe just with a gun? Well, a gun could work on some of them, but it's going to be hard for the TV demon, since he can transfer his soul into other TVs and make that his new body. Shit. So even if I were to attack him, it wouldn't really work, since his soul is connected to every TV in this entire hellscape. Which means, does that mean if he wanted to, he can turn into a giant TV robot? Actually, she says, now that I think about it, that would basically be the case. Izuku says, very interesting. Would I be able to do that after I defeat him? Well, you could, or you can just give the powers to new demons, and then have them take over social media, but you are in charge of them, and make sure they stay in line. Izuku would think about this, and he would say, I could give these powers to someone else. Interesting. Okay. I have somewhat of an idea. If I kill the social media demon, I know exactly who to give that to, which I'm not going to tell anyone since she works with me. And then I know who to give the TV one to with my boss, since he is responsible and he also needs to motivate his business of killing demons. Then for the porn one, I might just give that to Angel Dust. Angel Dust would look at him and he would say, wait, what? You would give me the powers of a... I mean, yeah, you're responsible. You know what people like, and yeah. You're cool in a way that makes me kind of uncomfortable, but you're still cool. You know. She would, basically, Angelus would say, thank you. I appreciate your comment. Now, this is where I'm going to leave it off, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, yeah, have a good day. Comment down below if you want to have a second part to this. And the next part will be the murder family one from Hazbin Hotel. not Hazard Hotel, Hello Boss, of course, Hello Boss. And I'll have to figure something out for Hazard Hotel. So yeah, I'll also have to elaborate on the prophecy a little bit more, which I will in the next video in the beginning. So yeah, that'll happen. And yeah, goodbye.